Steve here.
And Larson.
And it's that time of year again. It's the Friendo Awards. La 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 la. Awards for excellence in Going in Raw 2018. That's right. The Friendo Awards are back. It's time we celebrate the year in wrestling. The best. Or do we celebrate the worst or no? This is all just the best. The best.
Well, some of the
most iconic.
Some of the shocking stuff.
Shocking moments. Oh, one of those shocking moments is terrible.
Yeah, horrible.
The memories of wrestling of the year 2018. We did it last year. We did it the year before. I think the year before that we did it, but it was like not wrestling.
It was more all-encompassing.
It was just everything. It was like movie. What's the best movie this year? Doesn't matter. It's the Friendo Awards.
I probably watched like 5 movies all year.
The answer is Infinity War. Anyways, moving on. Here we go. This is great.
So the voting's taking place right now in the community tab on our YouTube, youtube.com/Stephen Larson.
Correctamundo.
Include a link in the description.
Don't say that. Just go to our YouTube channel.
Well, I mean, if they include a link in our description, then they have to go to the
Is
YouTube
there a
channel.
link just for the community tab area?
I believe so.
All right. Well, maybe we will include a link.
No, we should, because it's make it easy. People just go to the description, bang, link, especially
All
for
they
those.
have to do is
But
go
if you're
to
listening
community
on
tab.
audio or something, it might not be just bang, go.
Yeah, okay.
Can we include?
Community tab, see?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, community.
Right there.
So this is what you do. You type in http://www.
There's 2 slashes.
.youtube.com/user/STEV Stephen Larson/community. All right. So, anyways,
There's 9 categories to vote on.
yeah. Have your voice be heard.
Let's go. Yes, and you will determine the winner of all those categories. We picked the winner of 2 additional categories. One, the official Going in Raw wrestler of 2018.
Oh man.
2, the inductees for the Going in Raw Hall of Fame 2018
Those are all write-ins.
by us.
Yeah.
We have a secret vote, and then we argue about those who actually get votes.
Oh man.
Anybody who we both vote for is in automatically. Anybody either of us vote for, we have to debate it.
All right. That sounds good.
Anyways, let's get to the nominees. First category is Breakout Star of 2018.
Man, what a year for wrestling. Lots of breakout stars. However, these 5 were the most breakoutist of those stars.
Yes.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley. She, of course, was in the Mae Young Classic 2017. Spent about a full year at the Performance Center. We didn't really see much or anything of her, I think, on NXT TV.
Yeah, no.
She kind of re-debuted at the Mae Young Classic, repackaged.
After apparently
heel.
a tremendous run on the Florida house show circuit, where she honed her character as heel, Rhea Ripley, and she is absolutely amazing. She is sort of the Pete Dunne of the women's division there in the UK.
She made it to the semifinals, I believe, in the Mae Young Classic this year, and then went on to win the NXT UK women's title.
This hat, I know it's Christmas Eve. This hat is horribly uncomfortable.
Yeah, so I don't have one on.
Anyways, Rhea Ripley. Next, Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
She is primed for an NXT women's title run. She is the next in line. I imagine she's probably going to take it off of somebody. Maybe not.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe Io Shirai's next because she's a good guy.
Yeah.
And then Bianca Belair is a bad guy.
I know people love Bianca Belair though.
She's really good. I really like her.
She it seemed like in 2018 she really found the voice of her character.
Yeah.
As the EST of NXT.
Yeah.
She's had a great year. Some of her interviews have been some of the best stuff NXT's offered up this year.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
One with Mia Yim where she was chewing gum. Gosh, that was good.
Yeah, it was great. And she got married this year, so congratulations.
Congratulations.
Also, next, Jordan Grace.
One of the standouts from the All In
Over the Budget Battle Royal. She signed with Impact this year.
Yeah.
She's super young, but she's making she's making a big name for herself in the non-WWE world. She'll probably go to WWE in like a couple of years. That wouldn't surprise me. And on top of that, she has a really fantastic. I want to buy this thing. She has like it's like a little. I want to say zine. It's like a little book thing that she has.
A pamphlet?
I don't want to say pamphlet. That sounds like informational. I don't know what form it is, to be honest with you. It's a little booklet thing where it's a bunch of messed up DMs from guys that send her DMs, and it's kind of like, remember what's that text the
creepy text theater?
Creepy text theater. It's like that, but for wrestlers, for a woman wrestler. So yeah, it's good. It sort of exposes a side of the business that is just, it needs to, people need to, they just need to be cool.
Just be cool.
They just need to be cool.
Be cool.
So good for her. Next, PCO.
PCO, of course.
Quebecer Pierre.
Yeah, the former Quebecer. He's in his 50s. Kind of showed up again on the wrestling scene this year, putting on some crazy matches. He had one against Walter at Joey Janela's spring break earlier this year, where his chest went beyond hamburger. It was nasty, but he's really catapulted himself into an entirely new level, and he just signed a contract with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, it's awesome.
As one of the new pieces in their foundation going forward post Elite.
Yeah, it's great stuff. And finally, Switchblade Jay White.
So remember late last year, all the buzz about who Switchblade is. It Sami Callihan? Who is it? Who is it? And then we saw Jay White emerge as Switchblade, and we were like, this gimmick seems cool.
Why is a 12-year-old think
the packaging's cool? And we'd seen Jay White at the PWG show, and he's a good wrestler.
Terrific wrestler.
Yeah, he's a really good wrestler. Yeah. But he didn't seem grizzled enough for this character.
Yeah.
Leathery enough.
Yeah.
Battle-hardened enough.
Yeah.
But man,
mean enough.
By the end of this year, he has me convinced he is Switchblade.
He is Switchblade, definitely. Confirmed.
And the feud he had with Okada throughout the G1 and afterwards, now he's a member of Bullet Club OGs, primed for a huge 2019. But 2018 is going to be the year where he really broke out.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. He became Switchblade.
Yes.
Next category. So those are our breakout stars.
Yeah.
You can vote now.
Yeah, now.
Next, best promotion.
Best promotion.
That's company that does wrestling.
Yeah, the nominees are New Japan Pro Wrestling. Still puts out some of the best wrestling in the entire world. Wrestle Kingdom was great. Dominion was great.
Successful continued expansion into the U.S.
Yes.
In the year 2018. Ring of Honor. They lost or are losing a lot of great names, but during 2018, those great names were there.
Yeah.
And they really made an impact.
And they had one of their best years ever from an attendance standpoint, too.
Sure, yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
Next, NXT.
Oh.
I mean, TakeOver.
Magnifique.
TakeOvers always deliver.
This is where my vote's going.
Yeah.
To NXT. Don't let me influence you at all.
NXT is like the perfect synthesis of
everything.
WWE kind of storylines.
Yeah.
But they don't go to the ridiculous degree that Vince can take things on main roster with the pure wrestling action of New Japan.
Yeah.
It's the best of both worlds.
It's the best of everything. Plus, they're branded in black and yellow, which is my favorite.
It's your favorite color scheme. Next, WWE. I mean, they're the largest wrestling company in the world.
They signed a giant TV deal.
Yeah.
So technically,
they had a good year.
Technically, they are the best promotion in the world because they have the most money.
Well, best doesn't always mean richest. Anyways, and finally, Impact. Up and down throughout the year, but there was a lot of buzz coming out of Slammiversary.
They started 2018 really, really hot. They sort of went into 2018, and then midway they got really hot, and then lately
kind of tapered off a bit.
A little bit, yeah. They had like a time change in their TV schedule. They haven't really been running as many sort of co-promotions. Like they had a lot of really good sort of co-branded things.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year. I still want them to do good.
Oh, I want them to do well. Their roster is great.
They have a great roster. They really do.
Yeah.
And they it's just, keeping up a buzz in a world of wrestling where there's so much going on, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Very hard.
But I feel like 2018 they did a really good job of at least, establishing, hey, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Next
category, Tag Team of the Year. Your nominees, The New Day. They've been doing this for 5 years?
Yeah.
Still wildly entertaining.
Oh, man. How do they keep it up?
Most entertaining tag team in the world, The New Day.
Oh, absolutely. Next, The Usos, also on SmackDown. One of the smoothest tag teams you'll ever see. They're one of those acts that I would love to see in other promotions just to see what they can do outside the confines of WWE.
Agreed. Next, the Young Bucks.
Dave Meltzer's pick for Tag Team of the Year pretty much every year.
As long as they're wrestling, that'll probably be the case.
Yep.
And by and large, most part, they are deserving. They're fantastic. Their match against the Golden Lovers at Strong Style Evolved.
Oh,
fantastic.
Magnifique.
Next, Undisputed Era. They've held those NXT Tag Team titles for the better part of 2018. Whether it's O'Reilly and Fish or O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. Great tag team.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Finally, Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, putting on some great matches in not just Impact, but all over the world.
Oh, man. They're
Both
so
have had-
much fun to watch.
Both Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. have had banner years individually and as a tag team. Of course, Pentagon won the Impact World title. The hardcore guy from TNA, Pentagon. And then Phoenix claimed the Mega Championship at AAA's Triple Mania. We'll talk more about Triple Mania later.
Yeah.
Great wrestlers individually and as a tag team. Fantastic.
Yeah, really
Next
good.
category, Steve.
Spot of the year. Lots of great, of course, wrestling, a very creative endeavor. Lots of great spots. We're going to run down these, our favorites of the year, and then you get to decide which one
What
is
is
best.
the actual ultimate favorite?
Randy Orton takes a screwdriver to Jeff Hardy's ear.
That might have been the best reaction of any of our reaction supercuts that you did, was us watching Randall Orton twist a screwdriver into Jeff Hardy's giant gauge ear hole.
Yeah, it was tough to watch.
That was tough to watch, but that was a great spot.
Next, Ricochet jumps out of the ring in front of the Velveteen Dream.
That was phenomenal.
That was...
So there was a back and forth promo between Ricochet and Velveteen Dream where they were saying, well, Velveteen was saying, anything you could do, I could do better. And the Ricochet in response jumps out of the ring, does a full flip, lands on his feet on the ramp. And what was Velveteen Dream's reaction?
Yeah.
Incredible
this was
stuff.
like not... I did not expect this to happen.
No, it was completely out of nowhere.
That's okay. So that's kind of like spot of the year, and granted, most shocking moment, kind of also, but it's like, oh, I did not see that spot happening.
Yes.
Next, Sami Callihan. It's another two guys who didn't expect this spot to happen.
Yeah.
The guys who were doing it. Sami Callihan destroys Eddie Edwards' face and/or eye.
Yeah, so Callahan kind of inadvertently hit Eddie Edwards square in the face with a baseball bat, and got a ton of heat because of it.
Yeah.
And capitalized on that heat to push himself into a next level of heeldom.
Terrific feud between these two based off of the heat that spot got him. So good for him. And then that eventually landed him in a really great feud and match with Pentagon where they did some similar stuff, which was really great. So he really ran with that.
Next, AC Romero pounces Anthony Gaines out of the ring. This was all over Twitter, the gif of this.
You might think, who are these guys? And yeah. But yeah, like you said, the gif of this, if you just look up AC Romero, Anthony Gaines, you'll see this gif. It's fantastic. This is the kind of thing I want to see Keith Lee do in the Royal Rumble.
Well, you see there's a gif of Keith Lee and Matt Riddle at a NXT house show. Because Keith Lee did a pretty epic pounce of Matt Riddle at PWG. It's not quite there, but pretty darn close.
They'll do it.
Matt Riddle gets some huge air on it. And finally, Titus O'Neil trips at the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was awesome. That could be also under most shocking moment.
Yeah, well, for under most shocking, we should have done the Yoshihashi similar spot where he really messed himself up.
Oh, it's not funny.
It's not funny, but he really messed himself up.
It really is. Oh, because it's Yoshihashi, and it's they're like the same. Like Titus O'Neil's like the Yoshihashi of WWE, and vice versa.
Next category is Feud of the Year.
Feud of the Year.
Nominees: Charlotte versus Becky Lynch.
Man, this is a hot feud.
It is.
And
it's still going.
It's gonna end up. This might end up, dovetailing into the feud of 2019, Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. Which, I mean, also got its roots, obviously, in 2018.
Some great matches between these two. Of course, arguably the best last woman standing match at what pay-per-view was that? No, it was before Survivor Series.
No, it's Extreme.
I wrote it down here, didn't I? No, I didn't. Anyways,
nice.
It's great.
Yeah.
Next, Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. The feud that's not only defined NXT this year, but I think NXT period.
This might be feud of the 2010s.
This might be greatest feud of all time.
This could be there.
Depending on where it goes.
If they take this to 2 years, oh my gosh.
And they keep it interesting and compelling.
Oh, man.
And the character development continues on a course which keeps us fascinated by it, then absolutely.
This is probably where my vote's going to go. Next up, Smojo goes to AJ Styles' house. Smojo versus AJ Styles.
Well, don't forget story time.
And it had story time. This is just pure entertaining. It was silliness.
Yeah.
But it was a decent
feud. Joe carried it with his gravitas.
Yeah.
Because he's awesome. He's
and
one of the best promo guys.
There's some really good matches to it, too.
Yeah. Next, Kenny Omega versus Cody. Of course, the beginning of this year was all about the split between...
is Bullet Club fine?
Yeah, the various factions within Bullet Club. Of course, this saw the reunion of the Golden Lovers And then the blow off of this was Kenny versus Cody at G1 Special in San Francisco, and what turned out to be pretty much a Extreme Rules match.
Yeah.
That crazy spot off the ladder.
Oh, yeah.
Great feud. And now Bullet Club isn't fine, but it is, I guess. Bullet Club OG is fine. The Elite's fine, but the Elite's not in Bullet Club anymore.
Right. They're doing T-shirts with like animals on them now, like kindergarten projects. And finally, Okada versus Jay White.
There was this simmering tension throughout the G1 this year about problems within Chaos, of course. Okada recently, or before the G1, right before the G1, lost his IWGP heavyweight title. Kind of made that loss made him a shell of the man he used to be. Started kind of stumbling to the ring, carrying balloons with him. Changed his ring gear, his music. Jay White saw a power vacuum there, or so he thought, and tried to drive a wedge within the Chaos. But in the end, Jay White just goes off and joins Bullet Club. But apparently he has a mole in Chaos still.
That's the rumor.
And we don't know who it is.
That's the rumor, man.
But it was a pretty cool kind of ongoing storyline throughout the G1, and seeing how exactly this would all play out. I mean, Gato turned on Okada.
Ooh.
Unthinkable.
Yeah.
Unthinkable.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, most shocking moment.
Number 1, Dean turns on the Shield. Of course, Roman Reigns.
Earlier in that episode of Raw.
Oh wow, that's not on here. Most shocking moment.
Well, I guess it's all kind of
Okay. Roman Reigns retires. Dean turns on the Shield.
Roman Reigns didn't retire.
I'm sorry. Well, he might have. He announced that he's going to be taking a leave.
Yeah.
Because he's fighting cancer.
Yes.
And then that subsequently, in the end of that episode, Dean turned on Seth Rollins right after they won the Raw Tag Team titles.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty big moment. It seemed obvious that because of this real life revelation with Roman Reigns, they had to fast forward to the Dean heel turn. It hasn't really been the greatest run, the greatest feud ever, but yeah,
still a shocking,
very shocking moment.
Yes,
both Roman Reigns' announcement and Dean turning on Shield.
Yes. Next, Johnny Gargano revealed as Aleister Black's attacker.
Ooh, yeah, he's supposed to be a good guy, Johnny Wrestling, but then
he succumbed to the dark side.
He's bad guy, Johnny bad guy.
Johnny bad guy.
Yeah.
Wait, he was in the Best of Super Friendos.
Star Power.
Yeah, Star Power. So it wasn't a huge. It was shocking because he was supposed to be the good guy, but the groundwork was laid for him to be the attacker anyways. But still pretty shocking. And that iPhone promo he did at the scene of the crime was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. Except he kept on staring at the screen, not the lens.
All right, whatever. Next, Gato turns on Okada. This was shocking. Never thought I would see this.
Gato is like the lead booker at New Japan, and so he would book his guy to win all the matches. And then he turned on his lead guy. That's why Okada doesn't win matches anymore. Is that right?
Well, he still wins matches. He's Okada. He's the best wrestler in the whole world.
Oh, so he's good with Gato now?
No, they're still at odds.
He's good with Jado, the other guy who books.
I think he's still in Chaos.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Anyway, it's pretty shocking because they had been a team, I think, since like 2012.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Next, Daniel Bryan is cleared and returns.
Boy, that was shocking.
Yeah, we were doing a Raw recap when it was announced that Daniel Bryan had been cleared by WWE's medical staff and would be returning to the ring.
And that was during post-show because all of our... No,
it was while we were actually doing the episode.
Is that before we were live streaming for all of them? Because I remember specifically like our patrons' Patreon chat. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, wow. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, that was crazy. He also won the WWE title. That's shocking.
And turned heel.
Next, most shocking moment. A wrestler in Mexico threw a cinder block at a dude's head. Boy, that was shocking. You don't expect that to happen during a freaking wrestling match.
No.
Man, oh man.
No. Next, Nia Jax concusses Becky Lynch.
And gives Becky perhaps one of the most iconic images of the modern era of wrestling. It was her, you could either call it her Stone Cold 316 moment or her Stone Cold Bret Hart moment. Whatever it was, Becky Lynch, drenched in her own blood on her face, looked amazing, looked like $1 million. Unfortunately, she couldn't make the match, but she became the man.
Yes.
And holy moly, that was an absolute image. Sent shockwaves through WWE.
Yes.
Finally, Dragon Lee drops Hiromu Takahashi on his head, trying to execute a move. It looks like Hiromu Takahashi will have to retire because of that. Absolute shame, but nonetheless, a massively shocking moment. Very sad one at that. Next category, Show of the Year.
First nominee, Triple Mania 26.
Oh, God.
If you really want to just watch wrestling as pure entertainment,
Let me ask you something.
watch Triple Mania.
You're on a desert island, and the desert island gods say, Larson, you are afforded one single event to watch every year. Why would the answer be Triple Mania?
Why would it or why wouldn't it be Triple
Why would it be? No, why wouldn't it be? And why would it be? It is. That's the answer.
Yeah,
that's
the answer,
my
'cause
point.
You get Dr. Wagner Jr.
Here's the point about Triple Mania. This is why. This is the answer. Not just Dr. Wagner Jr., not just the cast of characters.
That's a huge reason why.
They all have great cast of characters.
Vampiro farts while on commentary.
Yes. No. Here's the thing.
Screams, play my music.
So, Wrestle Kingdom, WrestleMania,
It's all about
takeovers.
the pageantry.
Well, just listen.
Okay.
These are all characters who have stories coming into this that are told throughout the year. You feel if you're just watching those shows once a year, you're missing out on something in between. If you can watch Triple Mania, not have any idea what's going on in the preceding year, and be entertained to the gills, man. Because I don't know what anything of this is going on. I don't know any of these stories. It don't matter a lick. It is supremely entertaining.
Yep.
Half of it is like, is this real? Is it fake? What are these people even doing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
It was fantastic. It was really eye-opening watching my first Triple Mania this year. I was hooked.
Oh, man.
Next, All In.
All in.
We
were there.
Yeah, we were there. It was the most enthusiastic crowd I've ever been a part of. The whole weekend was spectacular. Starcast, great.
Sure.
Got to meet a lot of awesome friendos.
Oh, yeah.
Went to the show. Great show.
For sure.
Wildly entertaining. Perfectly executed by Cody and the Young Bucks. A real testament to the strength of the independent wrestling scene here in the United States. Next, Wrestle Kingdom 12.
I mean, come on. It has, like, all the best wrestling and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really fantastic. Kind of surprised, like, it's Wrestle Kingdom. So I think the reason why this was on here and not, say, like, Dominion, which might have had actually the best match ever on it, was for a couple reasons. Number one, you had a dream match with Jericho and Kenny Omega.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
Yes.
You had a surprising outcome to the main event where
Yes.
Naito lost his challenge for Okada's IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
And there was a great fatal four-way junior heavyweight title match.
But most importantly, it had the New Japan Rumble, which they're taking away this year. Hey, New Japan, I'm upset with you. We need to talk. Next, NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. It's a takeover. What more do I have to say?
Headlined by Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas. And what might actually be my personal favorite match of the year. It was so good. It was exceptional. Next, NXT TakeOver New Orleans. This had not only Gargano Ciampa won their unsanctioned street fight, but also the North American title ladder match.
Boy, that might be one of my favorite matches of the year. I tell you what, that ladder match was something
good.
else. It was. I liked all the fun.
Yeah,
it
we'll
was
save
so
some of that.
much
We talk
fun.
about that more later.
Yeah.
And then finally, in our estimation, the best main roster pay-per-view of the year, WWE Evolution. Great show.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was we got a little bit of NXT. No, I'm sorry, we got a little bit of the Mae Young Classic in there. We got a little bit of NXT in there, and then we got just some really, really fantastic. What was the main event of that match? Was that the last woman standing match?
Oh, I can't remember these things.
Me neither, man. My memory is just absolutely garbage these days. In any event, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a really great
It
match.
was a lot of fun.
What is
Hold
it?
on.
Ronda Rousey, Nikki Bella. Oh, yeah.
It
That's
was
where it
Evolution,
was.
Becky Lynch
That
versus
makes sense.
Charlotte Flair. That was a great match.
Holy moly, that was a great match.
Speaking of which, match of the year.
Match of the year time. Time to vote on match of the year.
Nominees: Okada versus Omega at Dominion.
Might actually be the best match in history.
65 minutes of pure tension.
I mean, wrestling's been around now for a good 1,000 years. This might be the best of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
2018, we finally got the best match in 2,000 years.
2,000 years, yep. Next, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte, last woman standing at WWE Evolution.
We literally flipped a coin on this between this match and the triple threat match that just went down
at TLC.
Both matches have their benefits, their virtues. If you really loved the TLC match, just vote for this one because it was between this and that match. I didn't want to put them both on there because
it would split the vote.
It might split the vote, and it's one story that's being told.
Yes,
it's kind of why there's not two. Oh, there are two Ciampa Gargano matches on there. Okay. Oh no, there aren't.
No,
okay, Gargano Almas and Gargano Ciampa.
Yeah,
okay.
just one Gargano Ciampa.
Yeah. Next, Gargano versus Almas. You mentioned this already. Your favorite match of the year?
Just nonstop action for like 40 minutes. And it was thrilling, edge of your seat stuff. I don't normally watch matches more than once. And I watched this, and I watched it again right away.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It was so good. It was really a star-making performance for Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah.
It was a massive win for him.
Huge.
Next, North American title ladder match at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. This went like 40 minutes or something.
Oh, man, it was so beautiful.
And it wasn't just about high spots. There was storytelling involved in this, too.
Yeah. And in the end...
Adam Cole, baby, became the very first NXT North American champion.
Next, this is a terrific match. Golden Lovers versus Young Bucks and New Japan Strong Style Evolved. We were there. We saw it live.
Yeah.
Holy moly. This was tag team storytelling.
And it was brutal.
Yeah, I know.
It was brutal.
It was
After the
very
match,
physical.
Kenny dropped Herman said, I think I broke my orbital bone.
Yeah. Yeesh.
It was brutal. It was a stiff, physical match.
Yeah.
Again, went like 35 minutes.
And the storytelling was magnifique. And finally, Gargano versus Ciampa 1, TakeOver New Orleans.
Unsanctioned
holy
street
moly.
fight.
Yeah, this was absolutely stellar. Again, very brutal. Fantastic. Really good stuff. You can vote on it now.
In the end, Gargano wins the battle, but not the war.
And here it is. Wrestler of the Year.
First nominee, Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh,
The greatest sports entertainer on the planet.
according to him,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
His Twitter game, all the important criteria. His Twitter game,
Top notch.
on point. His wrestling acumen.
Excellent. Mic work.
Kayfabe, his championships and accomplishments.
Yes.
Top notch.
Yes.
Current NXT champion.
Yes. Mic work.
Mic work, great.
Excellent.
Filming his own promos, he needs to get a better phone.
I'll say this. He's
Upgrade.
consistent with his aesthetic.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that.
But his aesthetic is like garbage. It's like all grainy.
Well, he's like Dogma, man. It's like
Yeah.
the Dogma 95 stuff.
Oh, okay, that's good.
what it
Available
is.
lighting. There you
Yes.
go.
Next, Kenny Omega. Probably put on the greatest match of all time this year. Finally won.
Very possible.
Finally won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Reunited with Kota Ibushi as the Golden Lovers.
One of the lead players in the very popular Being the Elite series.
Yes.
Also on Christmas, he'll be dropping a new shirt at ProWrestlingTees.com with a cat on it.
Yeah. His cat.
His cat. It's like Terminator cat, though.
It is Terminator Cat. Next, the man, Becky Lynch.
Those are my votes.
Same, I'd
going.
vote for Becky Lynch,
It's
too.
Be-
Speaking of Twitter game, off the charts.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you guys don't vote for Becky Lynch, we're probably just going to make it Becky Lynch anyway. Your vote doesn't really matter here.
Twitter game, off the charts.
Championships accomplishments.
Off the charts.
Wrestling acumen.
Fantastic. Mic work, off the charts.
Oh, man. Just all criteria. She
And
wins.
I guess you could say, well, she's only really been this iteration of Becky Lynch since SummerSlam.
What idiot would say that?
I don't care.
Get out of here. Leave my
I don't care if
presence.
if this started 2 weeks before the end of the year. This is next level stuff. She is the hottest thing in all of wrestling right now.
Can I be frank? I don't want to be your friend if you're not voting for Becky Lynch.
Wow. No, I mean all these nominees are fantastic.
They're none of
I'm
them.
not gonna get on anybody for
None of them
voting
except
any
for
of these.
Becky Lynch or Becky Lynch.
Next, Johnny Gargano. He's probably the best pure wrestler in NXT right now. You put him in a match with somebody, it's going to be a really good match.
Yeah. He's been he's great. Championships and accomplishments, kayfabe, not so much though.
Yeah, but in terms
He
of
loses a lot.
in-ring competition,
Probably the best.
off the charts.
Yeah, best
Mic
battle
work,
machine.
good.
Yeah, he really shouldn't be on here. Next,
No, he should definitely be on. Every one of his matches this year has been really good.
Mustafa Ali.
Oh, he checks
Stellar.
all the boxes.
Championships and accomplishments.
Okay, that's the only one he doesn't. But that's kayfabe. That's the least important in my mind.
And finally, Shayna
No, we didn't go through all the things with Mustafa Ali. We didn't talk about his awesome matches.
Okay.
He had a great showing in the Cruiserweight tournament.
Okay.
Had a good match against Cedric Alexander in the pre-show WrestleMania. I wish they'd give him a good spot and more time. Had a lot of really good matches against Buddy Murphy this year. He seems primed to finally get that Cruiserweight Championship at Mania. I hope.
He was on SmackDown.
He was on SmackDown, a great match against Daniel Bryan. And whenever he does his pre-filmed promo stuff on his own, it is fantastic.
It's great.
He's the best all-around competitor on 205 Live. He's fantastic.
For sure.
And finally, Shayna Baszler.
She is terrifying.
Yeah.
Although in person, she's very charming.
Yeah.
She's a really lovely human being. She's really awesome. I got to interview her when I went to the Performance Center. It was great. I dig it. Shayna Baszler, first ever 2-time NXT Women's Champion. She had some business to take care of. She took care of it. She's fantastic. She's great.
Yeah, she's great.
Championships and accomplishments.
Off the charts.
Promo stuff.
Off the charts. Ring work.
Oh,
really good. Yes.
Really good.
Excellent.
Very good. But come on now. Becky Lynch,
yes. So those are the nominees for the 9 categories. We have 2 other categories that we will decide on. Again, Going in Raw Wrestler of the Year 2018. Decision's already made. You have to wait till the awards announcement video to find out who that is. And then you'll see us. No hints, please.
You will feast your eyes on
Stop.
us. Okay, sorry.
And then live on air, we will debate and vote on who goes into the Going in Raw Hall of Fame 2018.
Okay. All right. That's very good. Yeah, we're going to do it live in front of people, right? Are we going to do that live?
Are we going to live stream
it?
We could,
we should.
An award show, yes.
Absolutely. We should. I want to do this. I want to get like a podium.
Okay.
And like a backdrop.
All right. We got some time. We got a couple weeks.
We got a couple weeks. We can do that. Anyways.
Yeah, voting will go until we stop it.
Well, we should probably say if this is going up Christmas Eve.
We'll say to January 1st.
Okay, you have until
about a week
until 2018 is over with.
Yes.
So not the end of the first. You have until
11:59 on
the 31st.
December 31st to cast your vote.
West Coast time.
Yes.
West Coast, California, United States time.
Yes.
That's when you have it.
Yes.
Actually, that's incredibly dumb because we have to sit there and stop it. That doesn't make any sense.
All right, whenever we get up on January 1st.
That's perfect. Whenever we happen to get up and close voting on the January 1st, that's when it closed. So get your votes in now. It's free of charge.
Yes, free gratis.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everybody who plans on voting. And we'll have the awards announcements probably early January at some point.
Correct. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.